bringing you the technology of 1991 in 2018. Behold, the power of SNES. So, yes.
Welcome back to Picross. Last time we were stumped by the worst Pokemon.
It is garbage. Garbage all around. But yes.
So we're gonna keep going into, this is supposed to be the story mode? I forget what they call it actually, what it translated to, but the point is, there's like a theme that goes on and like some story stuff that happens, quote unquote. And you're basically solving puzzles based off of things in the theme, I guess. And wow, it started us right away at 20 by 20. Okay.
Oh, that's okay. There's here's a 17 right off the bat.
Yeah. Not like the last 20 by 20.
5, 3, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so before we started, we were testing SNES Party, which is apparently some web-based multiplayer emulator, and it was...
It was not good for
okay,
this.
I guess?
It's interesting. I can see some use for it, but it's a little more laggy than even this ancient-ass SNES multiplayer, which is kind of impressive, but consider it's also, like, actually a browser-based solution, and I'm surprised it even works at all. So I'm not going to be too harsh on it, but yeah, we can't really use it for these recordings.
Which is fine. You know, it would be yet another new thing to try and work in. So...
Yeah. We tried to play a game of Kirby's Dream Course, or at least test it. We didn't really play very much, and yeah, Artix couldn't take his shots very well through the lag. So anything that's like active participation on the parts of the players, yeah, it doesn't seem to work so well.
We got 2 there, 2 there, 3. This one is done. I mean, it's a cool idea. I would like to see it work. It just doesn't. Not for this.
It could be an issue of just, you know, your internet versus whatever's necessary or something.
That would be impressive. I mean, my internet is not awful by any means, so...
I don't know. Just taking a guess.
Okay, this has to be 9, so those are there.
I was kind of hoping it was going to be decent, because I've got a friend who wants to, who's been looking to play Seiken Densetsu 3 in 3-player, but NetPlay doesn't save properly on 3-player and above, using old ZSNES and stuff like that, something like that. And I think there was some reason Parsec didn't work for it.
So ZSNES, technical difficulties, surely you jest.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, it didn't seem to save file at all. So we were left with not doing that.
These are out. Okay, well, we have a tower of some kind. That's a good start.
I think I've seen this once. I'm pretty sure it's all like a Japanese adventure of some type. So if I'm right, now there should be a story thing that pops up. Yeah.
I can't believe we're playing Go-Go Nippon Picross.
Next, we're going to be very surprised about the traditional style toilets.
Ah, yes.
So if
the bidets.
The bidets. Oh god, that is... Can you believe it's already been like... It's gonna be over 2 years. It's like 2.5 years since we did that already. That was from, we did Extra Life practice streaming in 2016. And, Yeah, the Go-Go Nippon hour was at like what?
To be,
Like 3 a.m. in the morning.
yeah, it was
Eastern?
at ass o'clock in the morning, which is about where it belonged. To be fair.
And it was hilarious. It was the funniest thing we'd ever seen because we were all extremely sleep deprived by that point. And we just could not stop making fun of the dang protagonist in there for being surprised about everything and not understanding how basic functions of just anything seem to work. Okay. You've got all that going down there.
Let's see, these are all 2s, so I can cross that right off. We're all the way out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That comes out.
I'm curious what these stories all have to say, but I don't really expect anybody. I don't think there's a translation guide for them. And I don't really expect anybody to sit around and translate them for us either. If you want to, after the episode goes up and stuff, you certainly can. But I'm not expecting it.
I'm sure I have that one guy on YouTube who will be like, "This is what's going on," and unironically, I appreciate you.
Thank you, that one guy on YouTube, probably.
Alright, let's get some cleanup going. That column's done. Everything over here is done. We got the 1 and the 2. Is that... Okay, hang on. Well, these are out, because it's 6 and 1. So these are gone. That's got to connect. That would make an 8, so these are the ones here. We can just drop that whole thing down.
I'm gonna go from this side and start marking.
1, 2. This has got to be 1. No?
I was about to go and mark it, because it's 2, 1, 2.
Okay. That puts...
Well,
I beat you to it, question mark. This has got to be here. This is a 1. I don't know which one, but it's a 1. So how does it feel to be live again? To be officially back on the forums? Yes.
my bullshit.
To be back in the Picross hole.
It feels good because I really enjoyed this LP and I was sad that we stopped doing it.
Okay, that's it for columns right now.
So yeah, I am happy that we are doing this once again because it was a really silly concept for an LP, but it was also like not a bad concept for an LP either. Like we've had plenty of dumb concepts for LPs that we never go out and actually act upon.
Wait, what?
And I think this is just the right amount of like silly yet still fun. Or I guess silly and maybe vaguely entertaining. I don't know.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, let's not.
I don't want to. I'm going to hedge my bets on that.
Let's not say anything we can't take back now. Thanks,
but in the
Alexa.
meantime, we did the. What
I
did
don't
she
know.
do?
My Alexa just started talking at me until I was like, "Sorry, I don't know that. Like, I didn't ask you anything."
Remember, what was it recently? There was that whole thing with them that they were like turning on and saying creepy things. You remember that? It was recent.
Vaguely. Yeah, that's got to be one there.
It could be here. It won't be, but it could be here.
Is it this one? Is that? Yeah, because that's
Good
got
guess.
2. There we go. This row is done now. Alright, what are we missing here?
Filling these in, mostly.
Okay, yeah, it's gotta be that one.
Oh, no, it's that one's already done at the bottom. So, right there.
That's that.
And then...
That means... 1, 2... Okay, yeah, it's that one right there. It's that... Nope, damn it. Yeah.
And then there. Oh, it's a Buddha statue, I think.
I would guess that is probably what it is.
I guess we're on a journey to visit temple and the Buddha. Maybe. Maybe we're just backpacking around Japan right now.
Well, okay,
wow.
Here's a 20 by 25.
Here's some 25s.
21.
I would really like to go and visit someday.
There's a lot of... It's... Like I said, it's one of those places like, I would totally... Oh, that one's... Yeah, that's done there. I wouldn't want to, like, go live there or anything, but I would love to go see it.
Yeah. I want to... Like, a lot of people on the internet want to go to Japan because they want to go to, you know, Tokyo, and they want to go to Akihabara and stuff like that. Because, well, I'm not going to blame them for liking what they would like. I want to visit because, really, I want to see things there. I want to see the landscape because it seems so beautiful there. I want to eat the food.
Typical American tourist. Just wants to go see the damn food.
You bet. But yeah, I think it would be really neat. My girlfriend went there a few years ago, she said. And would love to go back. And yeah, I'd like to go for the first time. I've been a few places internationally, but
I haven't
never
been very. I don't think I've ever really done anything international, but I've been like everywhere all around the States, but I've never actually like done any extensive traveling outside the country. My dad was always one of those people who was like, my dad used to be a truck driver, so basically he was like, yeah, I don't, I've already been to X place, I don't really want to go, want to go back. So every time we went on vacation, it was always somewhere new that he had never been. And it was like, so I got to see a whole bunch of different places, but, we didn't get much beyond that.
These 3 rows here are done. Yeah, I've traveled a few places in the U.S., but I've never really been extensively out west. I went with the Boy Scouts out to New Mexico to do hiking hang on, what am I doing? To do backpacking out there. But otherwise, I've never been to California. I've never been to the West Coast, just at all. Oh, that was quicker than I thought. That's one of the, what is these? Torii gates, I think?
Something like that.
One of the shrine gates. But yeah, I've been to, internationally, I've been a number of places. We took a big European trip about a decade ago. And I went to France, I went to Monaco, went to England. It was really nice. I'd like to just travel more. I know I sound like, like a college-age girl or something when I say that. But really, yeah, I just want to see new places, do new things. I recently started watching some of Anthony Bourdain's Parts Unknown. And the places that he goes to visit, just, again, both for food and culture or whatever, but I'd love to just visit more places, see more things, It seems I don't understand. Okay, there are a lot of people that there's a small town mentality in America. It's not always in every small town, but you get people who are like, I've never left my town. I've never left the place that I grew up, and I don't understand that at all. There's no willingness to just see new places, to do new things. I don't know. That's one thing I just cannot wrap my head around. I guess it just seems like complacency. Like, I mean, if you've got everything where you are, then yeah, sure, maybe you don't need to, but...
I think you would still want to, like, go see something, you know?
Yeah. Just because there's so many numbers, I'm going to start marking a few so I can visually see what the hell's going on.
Okay, this one is done, because that's the 3 at the top there.
But yeah. I would like to just keep seeing things, keep doing things. And hopefully I can get to a point where I can do that more reliably. What have
you done? That's a good question. Did you do this? Are you the reason we're stuck here right now?
Yeah, because I bugged you about it.
Yes, and then this one is...
Go up 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Two, this is 7. 5, 6. What is this? This is 1. Okay, so there's 1 right above you there. And that row's done. Let's see, this is a 6. This one is done.
Okay, just the top left.
Well, this has got to be 11 wide, so we can just fill this whole thing right in.
This is 7 wide, so I just connect those. 5 wide. 3, 9, 3. This.
Okay, this goes all. Okay, the 8s are the ones at the top here. Oh, there we go.
And there we go. Maybe a castle.
Yeah, it's probably like a castle or a fortress of some kind.
Some really pretty art. Like, I don't know, I really like that.
Yeah.
It's really colorful.
For being about 40 pixels wide and about 30 tall, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Nothing all right,
on this
well, I've
row.
got the opposite down here, so...
I've got a 24. And a 25.
There's a 24.
Found... Yep. 3s.
This is a 5.
More 3s.
Here's a 5, here's a 7.
7.
3 and 5. One thing that's nice about a lot of these, like, architectural kind of puzzles is that because they are mostly buildings, they are almost always symmetrical.
Or what I like is they have like solid bases and things like that.
Right.
or just
you get a lot.
like,
Yeah, you get
shapes.
a lot to work with in those kind of puzzles.
They're zoomed out, essentially. You don't have all this extremely zoomed in stuff that you have to try and figure out. Like we did right before we did we started the recording. We did our little test, and we had there's a snake that has shown up in the videos already, because I guess they reused them because that makes sense to do. And like what it has to do for that to represent the snake is it has to do like the coils, or try to represent the coils with outlines and things like that, and it works, but you don't really know what you're working on until you see the bigger picture. With these, you can kind of also, because they try to use outline or use the blocks for outlines, you end up with these big spaces where you have like nothing to fill in. Whereas with this, we have more like big solid.
You get a lot of chunks in this. Like this big, like this whole, like, straight down here, you have almost 8 rows of 17, 17, 15, 16, where it's just... It's a lot easier to work with, in general.
It's because it's basically representing light and shadow.
That's out. What am I... We're missing one. Which one is it? This one.
No, I mean, they could have done something different and had, like, you see in there where those dark pixels are on the sloped roof. You could have done that instead of having them be a big solid block, but, whatever. It's easier. After last time, I won't complain that much.
I'm not sure what that has to do with the puzzle we just solved. That doesn't look like that building at all, but sure.
It doesn't. It would probably make more sense if we were actually, you know, the intended audience.
Probably.
Not just on the outside looking in.
Again, another set of 25s all the way at the bottom to work with.
A nice, strong base. We mentioned it before about, like, being lucky when you have stuff that starts at the bottom. Because it just allows you to kind of go through and do a nice foundation for the rest of the puzzle. I'm always grateful whenever a puzzle has, like, a base like this. Or just anywhere along the edge, really.
Yeah, we don't have to bust out ridiculous shit like corner checking.
I had never seen that before. It made sense once you described it to me, but I had never seen it.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you don't really need it except on, like, the most ridiculous of puzzles that don't give you anything to work with.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna...
Alright, 5, 10, 23 plus 2. Okay, so this is one here. This is... So we got that already. We're done. So 2. This is 3. That's done.
Okay.
Alright, we can start right here.
I'm gonna do this 13... or at least fill the sides of it.
Yeah, if I got 4 on both sides, that's 8. Okay, this 17 goes straight across.
Oh, sorry. Okay, that 17 filled in a bunch of these 4s.
this is a 1, which makes that a 1. That's a 1 there, yeah. This is
Okay.
0, 2, and 1, and the same on this side. Okay, so here we have, this is 15, it's a 13, so I can at least fill in those.
That one's done there and there.
Well, that worked out nicely.
4. And 4.
Okay, that row's done then, because those are both 1s.
These are 2s.
Out. Okay, that fills you, and that almost certainly means that's you. Yep.
That goes there, there,
And there.
and there we go.
Of course, the flip side of this whole thing is that basically every puzzle is, yup, that, let's say, that sure is a building.
And it looks like they got pseudo 3D rendering going on in there. Just how, like, smooth shaded everything is.
I mean, this did come out in 1999. They had pretty much everything they were ever going to get out of the SNES at that point.
I suppose so. Alright, next one.